Welcome to Básico Inglés 4.0, the radio show with Kyle Miller. Following class by class, step by step, the material of Básico Inglés 4.0 on Aprende Inglés TV. Class 174. Let's go! Beginner. Hello, friends, and welcome to class number 174. Today, as always, we will begin with a review of yesterday's content. We were practicing yesterday with the verb to work. Trabajar, to work. Every day I work. Yesterday I worked. Every day I work many hours. Yesterday I worked many hours, or a lot of hours. Yes, I work for Vaughan Systems. Last year, I worked for Vaughan Systems. I work on the radio. I worked on the radio last year as well. Well, I started working last year on the radio, I should say. Yes, so I work for Vaughan Systems. Alberto works for Vaughan Systems. Fitz works for Vaughan Systems. The teachers on the Aprende Inglés television work for Vaughan Systems. They work for Vaughan Systems. So remember the S in the third person singular. He works. Yesterday, he worked. My brother works for an oil company. Yes, he works as an engineer. He works as an engineer. I work as an English teacher. I work as an English teacher. I work for Vaughan Systems. Yes. I worked here last year, and I worked here the year before, and I worked here 5 years ago. Yes. Do you work in Madrid? Do you work? Yes, Kyle, I work. Do you work in Madrid? There are listeners everywhere. Some of you work, some of you don't. Some of you work, some of you study, some of you are looking for work. There are many different possibilities here. So the verb to work, work. Every day I work, yesterday I worked. So remember, we have that T ending in the past, worked. Okay, now we can move on. We were looking at a structure here. A friend of mine, a relative of mine. I'm a friend of theirs. They're friends of mine. You're a friend of ours. We're friends of yours. He's a friend of ours. We're friends of his. So we use this possessive structure. We're friends of his. Okay? With a possessive adjective. His, ours, hers. Or excuse me, possessive pronoun, I should say. We're friends of theirs. They're friends of mine. You're a friend of hers. So a possessive pronoun, not adjective. Possessive pronoun. You're a good friend. You're a good friend of mine. Un amigo de él está de vacaciones. A friend of his is on holiday. We saw this yesterday. We saw the structure to be on holiday. A friend of mine is on holiday now. A friend of mine is on holiday in Thailand. Oh, it's nice. So to be on holiday. I'll be on holiday in a few months. I'm not on holiday now, but I will be on holiday in a few months. Un vecino de ella hace mucho ruido. We saw this same example yesterday. A neighbor of hers makes a lot of noise. A neighbor of hers makes a lot of noise. To make noise, not to do, to make noise. Okay. Now let's move on and take a look at our word of the day. Word of the day. All right, it is time for our word of the day. Our word of the day today is cualquiera, which is anybody. Anybody. Do you think that anybody can learn English? Can anybody learn English? So here, we use anybody in questions. Can anybody learn English? and in affirmative answers. Yes, anybody can learn English if they are willing, dispuesto a, willing to make the effort. Learning English requires a strong effort. If you're willing to make the effort, you can learn. I believe that anybody can learn English if they're willing to make the effort. So here we have anybody. We can also say anyone. It's the same. Anybody, anyone. Anyone can learn English. Anybody can learn English. Excuse me, does anyone here speak English? Does anybody here speak English? It's the same. So now any, like I said, can be used in the affirmative, but in the sense of cualquiera. Anyone can learn English. Anybody can learn English. Here in the sense of cualquiera, right? So if I say, does anyone here speak Spanish? And there is one person, you can say, yes, somebody speaks Spanish. Yes, somebody. So we wouldn't say, yes, anybody. No, we would say, yes, somebody speaks Spanish. Can anybody learn English? Cualquier persona, cualquiera. Yes, I believe that anybody can learn English if they are willing to make the effort. If they can make the effort, if they can work hard, they can learn it. I believe anybody can learn it. Okay. So now as we move on, we see the structure. Do you mind? Do you mind? When we have seen this before. Do you mind? ¿Te importa? ¿Te importa si eres tú quien hace las preguntas? Do you mind being the one to ask the question? Or the questions, I should say. Do you mind if plus subject plus verb? Let's practice that way. Do you mind if I smoke? Yes, Kyle, I mind if you smoke. I don't want you to smoke. Ask me if I mind if you smoke. So ask me. Here, I want you to form the questions. Ask me if I mind if you smoke. Kyle, do you mind if I smoke? Yes, I do mind. In fact, I would rather you didn't. Ask me if I mind if you sit next to me. Kyle, do you mind if I sit next to you? No, I don't mind if you sit next to me. As long as you're not smoking. Ask me if I mind if they bring a friend. Kyle, do you mind if they bring a friend? You know, your friend who's coming to the party, your friends, they want to bring another friend. Kyle, do you mind if they bring a friend? No, I don't mind if they bring a friend. Ask me if I mind if we change the schedule. Kyle, do you mind if we change the schedule? No, I don't mind if we change the schedule. Ask me if I mind if John comes to the party too. So, en voz alta, ask me. Pregúntame. Kyle, do you mind if John comes to the party too? No, I don't mind if John comes to the party too. Ask me if I mind if we buy the supplies tomorrow. Ask me if I mind if we buy the supplies tomorrow. Kyle, do you mind if we buy the supplies tomorrow? No, I don't mind if we buy the supplies tomorrow. It doesn't matter to me. Do you mind if? Do you mind if? Do you mind if? Do you mind? Notice how I'm linking the sounds. Do you mind? Do you mind if? Do you mind if? Almost like one word. Do you mind if? Ask me if I mind if my students wear blue jeans. Kyle, do you mind if your students wear blue jeans? No, I don't mind if my students wear blue jeans. I don't care what my students wear, as long as they work hard. I don't mind if they wear blue jeans, as long as they take the material seriously. As long as they work hard, I don't mind. Ask me if I mind if you take the day off. Kyle, do you mind if I take the day off? No, I don't mind if you take the day off. I don't mind. I don't mind if you take the day off. All right, very good. We've seen this structure. Do you mind? We have seen it. Lo hemos visto. And in the last 2 classes ago as well. So this is a little review, but here with the interrogative form for the first time. Let's move on now and take a look at our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. All right, it is time for the vocabulary of the day. Our 5 words of vocabulary. The first word today is cuello, which is neck. Neck, N-E-C-K. I have a pain in the neck. Oh, it hurts. My neck hurts. Sometimes it does. Ninguno, none, N-O-N-E. Toser. Oh, excuse me. That's a cough. C-O-U-G-H, cough. To cough. The verb to cough. Every day I cough. Yesterday I coughed. Every day I cough. Yesterday I coughed. Colgar. This is the verb to hang. H-A-N-G. Hang. Sujetar, sostener. To hold. H-O-L-D. To hold. Very good. So we had cuello, neck, ninguno, none. Toser, to cough. Colgar, to hang, like to hang a shirt. Well, now, we can also say to hang up. To hang up clothes. When my shirts are clean, I will hang them up in the closet. Sujetar, sostener, to hold. All right. Very good. Now, as we move on to the last part of our class, we see the verb to work. This is an interesting verb, the verb to work. Here we have to work as in funcionar, but also trabajar, to work. So I work for Von Systems. And we saw this earlier. I work for Von Systems, but also to work as in funcionar. The computer works. It works well. It's working now. I don't like it when the computer doesn't work. Sometimes my computer at home doesn't work. Sometimes it breaks, and it doesn't work. I don't like it when it doesn't work. I have to get it fixed. But now it works. My computer works. It worked yesterday, and it is working now. Okay, so ask me if the photocopier works. Kyle, does the photocopier work? Yes. So does, there goes the S. Does the photocopier work? I need to hear that K. Does the photocopier work? Yes, the photocopier works. Ask me if it worked yesterday. Kyle, did the photocopier work yesterday? Yes, the photocopier worked yesterday. Ask me if this method works. Kyle, does this method work? This method to learn English, does it work? Yes, it does. It works very well. This method works very well if you make the effort. You have to make the effort, hacer el esfuerzo, to make the effort. If you make the effort, this method will work. You will learn English, but you have to work hard. So you have to work, another use of work there, trabajar duro. En ello, you have to work hard on it. You have to work hard studying, reading. You have to make the effort, okay? You have to work hard. I really believe that hard work will be rewarded. If you work hard, you will succeed. I really believe in that. Ask me if the method works if you don't work hard. Kyle, does the method work if I don't work hard? No, it doesn't. The method doesn't work unless you work hard. Well, it won't work very well, at least, because you have to work hard. Ask me if I worked yesterday. Kyle, did you work yesterday? So here, work in the sense of trabajar. Yes, I worked yesterday. I worked on the radio. I worked in the office. Yes. Ask me if I worked hard to prepare this show. Kyle, did you work hard to prepare this show? Yes, I did. I worked hard to prepare this show. I hope you appreciate it. My goal is for this show to help you learn English. And it will work. It will work. The show will work. The show will help you learn English, but you have to make the effort. Okay? We're almost out of time. We have a few minutes, but I'd like to close the class here before I take my break by saying I really hope that you're making the effort. I hope you're working hard. You can do it. Stay focused. We have 21 classes left. So be sure to stay focused here as we approach. We become closer to the end of the course. We have 21 classes, so be sure to listen every day. Be sure to watch the TV programs every day, and be sure to study at home. Now, soon I will start giving you information about the tests at the end of the course, but I won't worry about that yet, but soon, in the next week or so, I will start to give you some information about that, explaining the testing procedure. Also, I hope that you are enjoying and using the tests on the internet, because they will be very helpful for you. Go onto the website, bauganingles.com. You can see some practice exercises there. You can practice with that material. And if you have any questions, be sure to write in through the website, bauganingles.com, or vonradio.com. You can send emails, and please, it's a standard email through the website, but you can put, "This is for Kyle of Baugan Ingles 4.0, the radio show," and put your message there, and I'll be sure to do my best to answer you. If you have any questions, I'm here to help you, so please be sure to email me if you have any questions. I'm going to take a break, but I'll be back in a few minutes with the intermediate portion of class number 175. Please keep listening, keep working hard. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.